Yep. I can actually talk pretty quietly since it's really quiet in the room. Alright, test for comments. Yep, it's working. No. What? There's no way. There's no way. Just Right. How did I get a like on this already? Now you can check this with microphone input. It's working. So what are we going up just from the audio in the room? How did I get a like on this already? That does not make sense. It's just... Mosquitoes in here? Mosquitoes in here? Where does it come from? Sure. So far, no one from Convoy is doing it. But shockingly enough, oh, so it was coming from the chair. Alright. I hear a reactor. Sorry for joining late. It's okay. So, if you don't know why you can hear me so much more clearly, that's because I'm actually in my gaming room thing and not my normal room. I'm just using my tablet's built-in microphone instead of my headphones as microphone. So, and here's here's a funny video that I made about a week ago.
Word of the day!
Somebody's gonna charge the electric eels for this audio, no!
Somebody's got to charge the electric eels group. Also, it's much more quiet down here. So, I noticed you made another DDLC video. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So, seems like, I don't know. I've actually never seen the game's title screen, but it has 2 title screens, which never seen that before. A game that has 2 title screens. And you said in here,
So, Sayonara is just creepy. Your reality. Isn't it just the same, but with no lyrics? Sayonara is just creepy. So is just Monica. These two...
well, when it comes to things that scare me in this game, just Monica ain't that bad. Well, to me at least. But, the only 2 things from DDLC that scare me are Sayonara, which is yeah, we definitely both agree on that. then, whatever the Monica is that's in the jump scare that has the red eyes, I don't, that one kind of scares me too. But yeah, those are the only 2 things. Feels weird watching my video on someone else's screen. Yeah, that feels weird too. Like I've had what, 1 person tag me here.
Hey guys.
Where they showed my channel, and it's just kind of weird seeing my channel on someone else's screen. Yeah, so I agree with you there. And so far things with Convoy have been doing well. The Convoy is still, well, enormous. Well, we just got 2 new members of the Convoy. Being this person and this person. Being 2 new members of the Convoy. You should also react to anti-piracy screens. Well, sorry, but I haven't really watched your videos all that much just because they're like mostly they're really long. But I guess I'll probably make a reaction video of that. I actually do remember when the whole anti-piracy screen thing was popular about 5 or 6 years ago. Where I actually know the original video that made this popular being I think it came from Mario Party DS. Yeah, it was this dude who made them, and the thing is, it just looked so real that pretty much inspired other people to make them. And that's where that came from. But I also made this a few days ago.
Please come hold the flashlight. Please come hold the flashlight. No.
My first Gacha Life 2 animation took me a whole 40 minutes on it. And well, here's a story here, and that is, well, on your DDLC streams, which well you've deleted those since, but if you don't know why I was asking questions about trucks, like have you like ridden in a dump truck across the country? That's because it's a story that yeah here's a story, man. So about 2016, 2017, we used to go up to Minnesota to see the rest of my family since they live up in Minnesota, and we usually used to go up to Minnesota every Christmas, and then up there, my dad's work at that time bought a Sterling Actera dump truck, tandem axle dump truck, and I think it was an '05, had the Caterpillar C7 in it with a 10-speed manual, and we had to drive it all the way from Minnesota to down here in Georgia, and it was quite an interesting journey. Because first of all, we on the first day we were driving, usually it takes about 1.5 days to get from Minnesota to Georgia. Usually we stop in Illinois, but this ended up taking like 3, because on the first day, I think it was when the states we crossed for is chair. This chair is so noisy. The states we go through, usually from Georgia to Minnesota, is Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois, and Wisconsin. Then, when we were in Illinois, I don't know if it was Illinois or Wisconsin. I think it was Illinois. Yeah, Illinois. When the truck blew something called a wheel seal, where basically caused oil to get all of the front brakes and cause the front brakes to go bad. Which, well, it didn't happen when we were on the road. We were stopped to get fuel, and we noticed that there was oil on all of the front wheels, and we took to a repair shop, and we had to stay at this hotel for like 3 days to wait for the part. We had to wait on the repair shop to get the part for the truck, and we had to stay there for like 3 days, and then once we got fixed, we got back on the road. And welcome back, the Invisible Cowboy. Long time no see, friend. Yeah, welcome back, the Invisible Cowboy. It's been about a few months, but yeah, welcome back to the convoy. Which, let me just do something real quick. I think the last thing you commented on this. Here, I'll resub to you. Yeah, I'm just telling Harry the Reactor about a road trip I had taken a dump truck. I do love the AI song made for you in the convoy. Well, it's mostly only the concept for it. The actual song, it'll be different than this is just the concept, but I like it. It's pretty cool. And I've been wanting to expand on Void Dude's lore more. Since, I mean, I know all Void Dude's lore, but I have not, like, explained it all because there's so much lore. Like, I mean, I could explain all in one sitting, but it would take, like, at least 30 minutes. Because of how detailed the lore is. And yeah, so, by the way, do I have the most random looking camera roll in the world? For a fact, this was the first ever Void Dude fan art. Yeah, first ever Void Dude fan art. Then this was a Spruggy Face 2 Void Dude's old design. Then this was another fan art. You might remember Void Dude the Dodge thing, my old OC. Well, his design looked different than this one. This was his first design. But then I had them change it last minute, and yeah, good thing he did not look like this. I decided to archive it anyway. And it's all RV Convoy. So the Invisible Cowboy, the Convoy is like grown quite a bit. And yeah, these are and I also made this, which since the Convoy is well huge, I made this.
Okay, we're coming up on a hard left here. We'll be going through a four-way intersection. Okay.
Yeah, since the Convoy is that massive. And then I made this.
テと word of the day!
Clarkson. Yeah. And so here's a pretty complicated transmission. 4x4 twin stick transmission. Twin stick. Where in like the 50s, truck. You see, something like this, where they used to basically put two transmissions in the truck. Where, because like before they invented the splitters on the, honestly, yeah, the twin stick, yeah. Yeah, there are a few different types of twin stick transmissions that were made, where you have, the two I know about are, 5x2s and 4x4s. Where, before they had the 8 double L's and the 10 speeds and the 13s and the 18s, they had this, where instead of using... Why won't some of your comments show up on the live? I don't know how. I mean, I know for normal comments on normal videos, I know what causes that, but I don't know here. So twin stick transmissions, you have two gear sticks. So you put the first one to first, and then the second one in first. Then you go to the first one, then you go to second, third, fourth, then you go to neutral, then you take the second one, move to second, then you go back to first on the first one, then you do 2, 3, 4, then you go neutral again, then to free on the second one, then first on the first one, and you basically just do that multiple times. Until by about the 60s and 70s, then by about the 60s or 70s, they invented the, the Eden 4 was not around, I don't think, but they had, they invented it where you could use air to change gears, where you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you hit the switch that's on the front of the shifter to go, and then you go back to first, which is 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. That's how a 10-speed works. Man, it's pretty complicated, but well, that's how they used to. That's how they used to do it before. Where they would just put 2 transmissions in the truck instead of having like little gears. Then you have the 8LL. You know what, I'm actually not going to talk about trucks for the whole stream because can't let my truck enthusiast mind go all that crazy. But I made this video of a game called Ram Racing. And it's the worst game I have ever played. Ram Racing for the Nintendo DS. Why? Because first of all, it only takes about an hour to play the whole game. The graphics and audio are atrocious. Honestly, might do a clever if it's the mags again this weekend. I don't know, because we still need to think about it. Okay, so I think I remember who that person was. Right here.
That's a bore, you idiot.
Yeah, right here.
This is awesome. I love this reaction.
This piggy is about to become pork chops.
Yeah, the DDLC animations. Yeah, it's I don't know. I watched those DDLC animations too, and I like how sometimes in some of them Sayori secretly simps for Yuri. It's kind of funny. Then just some random pictures I made that I'm gonna be using for a video of some GMC trucks. And this I made for a random. Well, I didn't make this. This was some screenshot from a video. Because it came from.
What were you thinking?
911,
I have 2 pennies in my tummy.
you what?
Yeah, you heard that right. I turned my back for 2 seconds, and next thing I know, this kid's putting 2 copper lifesavers down his gullet.
They didn't taste like lifesavers.
I bet they didn't. All right, man. Listen, what do we do? How do we get these things out of him?
He's got to poop them out.
He poops them out. Oh, does that mean I get to keep them?
Sure.
No. What were you?
Yeah, that's. Yeah, and speaking of Void Dude's lore, I've been thinking of Void Dude's vehicles. What Void Dude will drive. I've already got it all thought out, but I do want to make the blueprints for them. But I also made this. a while back.
I know what we could do. Let's go hunting for Bigfoot. It's always been on my bucket list.
If I was walking through the woods and saw this would be the one thing that I'd be like, yeah, I don't want to try to start that. This is gonna be fun, guys. All we have to do is heat up this 10 quadrillion pound bulldozer.
I know.
Heat up this 10 quadrillion pound bulldozer. Which this dude called Winston Diesel, one of my favorite YouTubers ever, has made a few videos about a armored bulldozer that he made.
When a shopping cart smashed my headlight, we worried we'd have to fight to get paid for such a small claim.
And life would revolve around the shopping cart. But that never happened. Geico got it fixed fast.
It feels good to get going again. It feels good to Geico.
Yeah, it's an armored bulldozer, buddy. The Dad Suki video. Yeah, that one. Where I just took this clip from one of the members of the convoy. I did credit them. Then I
Eating all by force on the 7th course. Soon I'm gonna vomit and feel like I've eaten a horse. I'm starting to be humongous, looking like Big Chungus.
And and yeah, they both have two things in common. They eat everything. I wonder what happens if he tries to do a jumping jack queso reference. Yeah, this is bulldozer.
I have to shut the hatch. There's a lot of diesel fumes coming in.
Yeah, but like I said, I put the AI queso song in it.
Eating all by force on the 7th course. Soon I'm gonna vomit and feel like I've eaten a horse. I'm starting to be humongous, looking like Big Chungus. I'm starting to be humongous, looking like Big Chungus. Riding on a scooter, rolling out a hooter, swallowing all my food, man. There's no need for my tour. My life is so laid back, eating that from Maysack, pouring in the nut.
The AI queso song, and so far I have quite a bit of plans for Void Dude's designs. Like, I want to make a new Vocaloid design for him, utilizing his Vocaloid number that I made. His Vocaloid number, if I haven't already shown it, it was because like the different Vocaloids have different numbers. Like Miku's is like 01, Lan and Rin's are like 02, Luke is 03, Zeto's is like 0401. So I made Void Dude's 299D3. Yeah, get off. Okay, enjoy the rest of your night. The microphone is right there. Wonder if Invisible Cowboy is still here.
$19.99 for 2 pizzas and 2 sides? Oh yeah, it's Domino's perfect combo.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I did not check just how permanent my body pain.
What sick man sends babies to fight me?
Start it over. Is that my phone? And I'm gonna.
Sick man sends babies to fight me. What sick man sends?
I don't have to be in sync. I want it to be in sync, so.
What sick man sends babies to fight me? Boom, kaboom, kaboom. Look at you, tiny itty man running from sandwich. That sandwich? Here's up. Get under here. Here's up. Get under here. Here's up. Get under here. Here's up. Get under here.
This is gonna have that just playing just to. Well, has anyone ever read any comments? I don't know. I like comments. That's what I like. Is there a react? Oh, yep, now both of them left. You have Invisible Cowboy left. Hold on. Fridge. Just for fridge. Going for 34 minutes. You can talk for reactor. At least you got, well, Invisible Cowboy is now a is now a oh yeah, this dude was stealing this person's literally stealing Abby's videos, which is terrible. Well, if no one's gonna join, then I think I might just end the stream here. Because we got a great big convoy rocking Verminite.
Sarah McLachlan, the Better Broken Tour with
Breaker 19, this here's a rubber duck. You got a copy on me, Love Machine? 10-4 pig pen. For sure. By golly, it's clear to Taco Town. Yeah, we definitely got us a front door, good buddy. Mercy sakes alive, looks like we got us a convoy.
Arizona, noon on the 7th of June, when they highballed over the pass. Bulldog Mac with a cannon back and a Jaguar hauling ass. He's 10 on the floor, stroking bores, seat cover starting to gain. Now Beaver, you a trucking with a rubber duck, and I'm about...
Fortunately, I can't have it playing, so...
about to pull a plug on your drain.
Yeah, we definitely got us a front door, good buddy. Mercy sakes alive, looks like we got us a convoy.
Arizona, noon on the 7th of June, when they highballed over the pass. Bulldog Mac with a cannon back and a Jaguar hauling ass. He's 10 on the floor, stroking bores, seat cover starting to gain. Now Beaver, you a trucking with a rubber duck, and I'm about to pull a plug on your drain.
Alright, I think I'm just gonna go and end it off here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end off the stream here, so... At least we got a... At least the Invisible Cowboy came back, at least. Here, we gotta make something. So far I've been going for about 40 minutes. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go and end it off here, so. I don't know, maybe not yet. Maybe I'll keep it going for a few more minutes. See if anyone from the convoy comes in. Anyone else from the convoy, that is. gonna end it off here. So.